Stuck. Meghan suddenly blows up America's turbulence. Harry's remarkable reaction. After many chaotic in the U.S. humanitarian, Meghan has finally spoken out about the abolition of Roe v. Wade. However, the Duchess has not used the way she used to tackle this American problem. She just gave useless advice that made Americans' turbulence increase. Recently, Meghan Markle appeared in Vogue magazine and chatted with famous activist Gloria Steinem. She advised the crowd, "Men need to be vocal in this moment and beyond because these are decisions that affect relationships, families, and communities at large. They may target women, but the consequences impact all of us." It looks like Meghan is calling on men to join the causing chaos in the U.S. This advice was judged to be meaningless in terms of reassuring the terrible situation in her hometown. Why didn't Meghan directly intervene with the U.S. Supreme Court to deal with the crowd? You know, Meghan's limited capacity doesn't allow her to do that. The only reason for the timidity was that Meghan and Harry were fully aware of their failure to confront the Supreme Court, so a little interview with Vogue was all she could do. What does Meghan think about the repeal of Roe v. Wade? Of course, the Duchess of Sussex strongly disagrees with this disadvantageous removal. She was a miscarriage victim in 2018 before having Archie. She said, "This is about women's physical safety. It's also about economic justice, individual autonomy, and who we are as a society. Nobody should be forced to make a decision they don't want to make, or is unsafe, or puts their own life in jeopardy." Meghan has revealed that Prince Harry has been harsh on the court's decision to annul Roe v. Wade. She said, "My husband and I talked about that a lot over the past few days. He's a feminist too. His reaction last week was gargantuan like mine." Vogue magazine is said to be very clever when it comes to arranging a conversation between two women from opposite backgrounds. Meghan Markle, who suffered unwanted pain from the loss of her first child in 2018, and Gloria, who chose to give up her child for a better life. Meghan emphasized, "Here you are talking to two women, one who chose to give birth happily and one who chose not to give birth happily, and we're both prospering because we're able to make our own choices." After all, Meghan Markle and Gloria Steinem's pointless interview is just a contribution. According to experts, they are not able to calm the chaos. On the contrary, they are blowing it up. Meghan seems to be taking advantage of the crowd to suppress the court. She was very smart for not coming out directly. Returning to Meghan and Gloria's pointless interview, the Duke said, "I look at things the undercurrent of hope. If you are always someone who truly with that there can be something better, if you're someone who sees injustice, you have a choice. You can sit there and be complacent and watch it, or you can say, what can I do to get us to the other side of this?" This small detail has made many viewers pout about Meghan's deception. She is not as optimistic as she claims. Recently, a close friend of Meghan has voiced accusations of negativity in Meghan's personality. She said, "We are standard friends. We spent many hours meeting and chatting. Meghan Markle, in my opinion, She is such a negative person, like what others say. This person said that Prince Harry was deceived by her fake kindness. She always causes those around her to suffer an indescribable negativity. She always wants to torture the spirit of others. It seems that Meghan's expression on stage are completely different from what she shows when she is with her loved ones. It's a blatant example of that terrible negative story she brought up in her interview with Oprah Winfrey. In March 2021, Meghan Markle told a negative story about life in the royal family. There, she made herself a victim of the British monarchy, which has always had draconian regulations. However, Meghan's stories were quickly dismissed by the royal family and royal fans. They pointed out that Meghan had a terrible negative view of aristocratic life. The problem is not with the draconian regulations, it is with Meghan's poor adaptation. Kate Middleton, who has been through many rough times in the royal family like Meghan, has overcome it brilliantly. She fully adapted to this new life in her optimism. In contrast, Meghan always looks at its negative to force Harry to leave. In January 2020, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry gave up their royal responsibilities in pursuit of an easier life. They moved to Canada and then the US to pursue their freedom. Right in the interview with Vogue, Meghan accidentally revealed her incompetence. She seems to really want Roe v. Wade back, but doesn't dare to confront the court. She mentioned Prince Harry, the son of the royal family, to deter American courts. Meghan highlighted Harry's terrible reaction and deftly referred to the British royal family. It is said that Meghan Markle would be nothing without Harry and the royal family. She could not have become the famous star she is now without the wedding of the century with Harry at the royal family. An expert claims that it was Harry who made Meghan the most photographed woman in the world. She used to have a hard time getting ahead in Hollywood. Fortunately, Harry came and helped her sit in this position. Meghan was called on people to stand up to fight for Roe v. Wade, but not show them how. She said, "I know that for so many women right now, there is a sentiment of despair. But again, we have to band together and not wallow. We have to do the work." Harry and Meghan are known to be mercenary sloths. They can only call in vain without taking action. Earlier this year, the couple caused controversy when they received the President's Award of the NAACP Image Awards. Most Americans think that Harry and Meghan have never done any public service to impress them. They just sit in their $1 million house calling out with damn letters. They could not convince the crowd. Similar to this one, I bet a lot of people will spit on Meghan's silly interview with Vogue. She is wasting the media's time with her nonsense calls for no action. She is waiting for the mass demonstrations to benefit her. What do you think of this tasteless interview of Meghan and Gloria Steinem? Can their words influence the next U.S. court ruling? Let us know your thoughts below in the comments section. See you in the next videos. See ya!